Yikes. All right. You ready? Can you hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are up. Those are up. 1, 2. All right. I think we're go. And going live. Boom. And we're live.
Boom.
Thorn 2-pack. Monday, June.
Brought to you by Pink Passion
29th.
and the Essential Series. Available at a store near you.
No.
No?
They are not.
Never mind.
Not yet. Not yet available at a store near you.
Pink Passion. They named that one after you. Wasn't that your nickname in high school?
No, it was not.
Oh.
I was TK. High school was TK. Middle school, I got a little fat half Jew was one of them. I was half Jewish.
Fat half Jew.
Yeah. One day I ran across for a half day. There was a Wendy's nearby. I was running across the street. And my buddy Nick goes, "Fat half Jew, fat half." That stuck for like 6 months. And then Tommy Kiely for a little bit.
Ooh.
I know, very anti-Semitic where I came from.
Got some rough friends.
Well, dude, it was brutal. But like where I'm from, it was like I was like one of like 2 Jewish people. There was like 1 black kid in my grade. There was one of a couple different things, but it was very is it heterogeneous or homogeneous? Which one's
I think homogeneous is
it's separated.
milk.
Milk is fine? Whatever. Whichever one it is.
Yeah.
But yeah. Tom Kiely, GM, Thorn Brewing Company.
Dennis O'Connor, co-founder.
Uh,
I was born and raised in North Park. It's a melting pot of all types of people, which is
yeah,
a beautiful thing.
North Park, when I came to San Diego, North Park was already like it is now.
Yeah, no, it was
I
not.
hear it was a shady scene.
When I was a kid, when I was going to elementary school and middle school, True North was called Shooters, and Bluefoot was I forget what it was called, but it was windowless. I think it was like this Wolf or Lone Wolf or something. So they were both gay bars, and the only bars on 30th at the time. Very different. Yeah.
Then what was there? Were there other businesses? What else was on it?
Not really. It was mainly just a sleeper residence town. I think a lot of military lived here, and there's a lot of the overall demographic was way older back then. Because I remember, we pretty much rode our bikes to St. Pat's. I was McKinley, kindergarten through 6, and then St. Pat's 7th and 8th. And I remember we'd ride our bikes, and it was like. Wasn't a lot of kids. It was like the little kid group was like ours. And there's 6 or 7 of us, and I don't know. It was way different.
Oh Jesus, dude! In my town, it was like my kid group were like the 5 houses around us, and then 3 houses down, they had a kid group of like another 8, and then 3. So like we'd have like wiffle ball tournaments against each other. We were swimming in kids.
That's cool.
I don't know if you're staying on top. I know you don't believe in infectious diseases, but did you see? Newsom's closing down. I think it's 7
of course,
bars in 7 counties.
Of course I see it. And I don't think San Diego is going to be that far behind.
Well, so there's the 7 that are getting closed, and then there's 8
suggestions
that are suggested. We're not in the suggested yet.
We'll see. Give it 72 hours.
Yeah.
I just think, they're saying they're bringing up. The news is funny, but they're bringing up the relaxing the social distancing, stay at home orders, and the businesses open too soon. I mean, that's a component of it, but we do have to remember that those protests brought out thousands and thousands of people in close proximity. So I think it's a combination of multiple things, not just relaxing the stay at home orders. But it's just tough, though. I mean, I'm expecting San Diego to get shut down again, and my biggest thing, yes, I do believe COVID is real. I just feel like I think it should be an all or nothing thing. I think we should. All shut down and really do like a lot of these other countries that have been able to deal with it have done, or don't, and just quarantine the sick and the at-risk like every other pandemic has been handled since the history of civilization. They've never quarantined healthy people ever.
I think it's too late to lock everybody up. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think people are going to.
Yeah, I agree. I think that they're going to have a rough time this go around. So.
Yeah. So from a brewery perspective, like now we're starting to ramp all of our draft beer up. And then now it's like, shit.
Yep.
Dude, we gotta. So actually, right after this, we have like an emergency meeting
Yeah.
on like what do we do with all of our draft beer.
Well, I know this distillery next door that'll take it.
I'm not giving you the good stuff. I'll give you the bad stuff. The old. Actually,
I'll trade you a
we got-
50-gallon drum of hand sanitizer.
I'm listening. I want clean hands. I think what we're probably gonna do is we're gonna keep draft really, really tight. So
Yeah.
what we were doing before is like, I mean, depending on the style, is like 2 to 5 weeks was the goal. Now it's gonna be like. It's going to be batch to batch. It'll be like 2 to 3 weeks of
Probably
draft on hand.
Week to week to kind of look at it.
Yeah. But I mean, we just can't like beer takes, 3 weeks to make. So it's like we don't really have that much of a choice, and we only have so many tanks. We can't be brewing every beer all the time. So there has to be somewhat of a gap.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I definitely, we chatted earlier when this happened about making a focus to try and maybe not sell draft to some of our draft
Yes,
accounts
correct.
and trying to sell
But
more
it-
packaged goods. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, so that is more of a focus, but it's suicide for a brewery to not try to sell kegs.
Of course.
And especially there are some bars out there that's like, we want to be on draft. We don't want to lose our lines. And we've been working 5 years to have a beer on in some places. And like, to just give that up, I think would be detrimental.
For sure.
So I don't know. I think probably what we'll do is we'll limit the number of beers that we're carrying in draft. That way the other styles aren't really burdening production, so that we can maintain a more respectable level of draft for like Barrio and Hopster. And
Do you think they're going to shut down bars and restaurants in San Diego?
yeah, I think they'll go back to the you got to serve a hot meal thing.
You think so?
That'd be my guess.
This week? I'm looking for an over-under, Tom. 100 push-ups on camera for all these people.
100 I haven't done 100 push-ups cumulative in my entire life. You think I'm going to do them in one podcast? That ain't happening.
Yeah.
Can I do the knee one where I have my knees on the ground?
100% you can. Yeah. You
I
can do
used
it.
to-
I'll talk while you do knee push-ups.
Yeah, in gym class they used to do like how many pull-ups can you do? And then for the girls it was flexed arm hang. Did you have that?
Yeah, I don't really.
So that what it was for us is guys had to do pull-ups, girls just had to do flexed arm hang, and it's how long. And then for the guys that couldn't do a pull-up, then the next thing was I had to do a flexed arm hang every year, even when I wasn't 260 pounds. But yeah, I think so. You want my over/under? I think next week. So maybe they'll announce it Friday. So if the day was, I'm gonna say hot meal, like you got to serve meals, that kind of closure, bars closure, but restaurants still open. And if the over/under were Thursday, I would take the over, as in past Thursday. If you made it Saturday, that would be a tough one. I'll still take the over. But if you were to say next Friday, I would take the under. So I'm going to say, you want me to like throw a dot? Mm-hmm. I want to say Saturday or Sunday. We're gonna get on the suggested.
You think Saturday, Sunday?
Suggested.
Okay, I'm
and
going
then that
big.
next Friday is going to be the
I'm going
closed.
big. I think before Friday. I think this week they're going to roll it to San
Like
Diego.
for suggested or for sure?
For sure.
Okay, well I'm gonna take the over on that, but I think we'll have the suggested. So
Okay.
I'm gonna take next Friday closed,
Okay.
and we'll be on the suggested. I'll say by this Friday suggested, and then the next Friday closed.
Where's
that fair?
What's
Is
the
that-
over/under? What do I have then?
So I guess you have.
I'm with all these people that
Oh.
want to see you do 100 knee push-ups.
I mean, I just don't think everyone has that much free time to watch. Okay, I'm gonna say we'll do the over/under is Friday.
Okay.
How about Friday at noon?
Done. Okay, so I'm taking the under. You're taking the over?
Yeah.
Done. Okay, give me 2 seconds. So you're going to have to I got to open something up the back.
All right, go for it.
1 sec.
I don't mind. All right. We got for anyone that cares, we got a Essential series, our IPA series. We change it up every quarter. We just canned a new one a couple days ago. It's called And Beyond. Shout out to a boy, Kenny McGuire, no longer with us. That was originally a beer that he had brewed. And then Sean Steele, our new director of brewing ops, this is the first IPA that he's completely taken over by himself. There's some whispers it's a little bit of a ripoff of a previous beer he's brewed. You take with that information what you like. But it came out awesome. I actually really dig it. It's a little more bitter than some of our Essentials, but it's really clean. The Essentials moving forward are going to be, we're going a little more hop water. So it's going to be 2-row oats and wheat. And then we're still going to use like cool, sexy hops. I think this one has Equinox and Citra. But it also has a little Cascade. Going a little old school. Mixing the old school with the new school. And then Pink Passion. So here's the idea with Pink Passion. We're thinking it's fruited hazy. A lot of the fruited hazies also have lactose. So they're a little like sweet. Like the milkshake IPAs. A little too sweet for me. I don't do sweet anymore. So this one's going to be pink. The idea being like, yo, what's that pink drink? And then the passion fruit, it's a little tart. So this one's going to be a little sour. I don't know if we make it again, if it'll be the same, if it'll be passion fruit as well, or if we change to something like a fruit that's a little sweeter. I don't know. We might like a little butt pucker in our fruited hazies. But I don't know. We're playing with it. We have like 3 million West Coast IPAs, and now we have we have 2 hazies. We got Hops to Pot, and we got our new Cryo Hazy IPA series. So we already have, at all times, in cans, 2 West Coast IPAs, 2 hazy IPAs. We now have a sour in a can. We have the Low-Cal IPA, the Treading Lightly, Low-Cal, Low-Carb, kind of serves our pale ale. We got a lager in Barrio. And get the fuck out of here. Kenny! What up, Bobby? So the idea is, what else can we do? What are like the new consumers? Can we get maybe a little more like entry level craft people, and can we try to suck them in and grow craft that way? That's our pledge. So we'll have the Black Paw hard seltzer, we'll have the Michelada, and hopefully start to put out feelers like that. That's the thing, fruited hazy. Oh, what's the pink drink? And then someone's like, I want a pink drink. And then they try it, and they're like, huh, interesting. It's a hazy. I'm going to try another hazy. I'm going to try another craft beer. That's the play. So Dennis has been begging for a hard ginger beer. He says some very gross things about being a ginger and being hard himself. But we did a little test batch of that. It wasn't bad. Actually, it was pretty good. Actually, I might even like it more than Black Paw. But we're going to play around with that one for a little bit to answer some questions. Bobby. So we had Bobby's our buddy. He lives out in Idaho. He came on the show, what was it, a couple days ago. He's out murdering animals up in Idaho. Kenny McGuire, a former brewer. He went to go coach lacrosse. I'll give a little shout out to everyone that said hi. No, Kenny, we're not making a mead. We don't even have the license for it. And Tim Smith, old friend. What's up? How's New York? No more Rock the Pail, Timmy. Sorry, buddy. Actually, we might bring back Rock the Pail. We potentially have a substantial order for Rock the Pail where it would justify bringing in like trailer loads of empty cans. So we would be able to do a fun little limited run of Rock the Pail again. But for the most part, it's no longer with us. I was just running through the new beers.
Okay.
But you hadn't had a chance to try it.
Pink Passion? I haven't tried Pink Passion. I've had all the essentials.
Did you have this one?
What is this one?
And Beyond.
Oh, okay.
It was initially.
Let me check. Let me. Is it a 7% West Coast style IPA?
You're being very rude, but yes, it is.
Oh, fucking nailed it. Fucking knew it.
Was it many beers? One can for many beers?
One can to rule them all.
One can to rule them all. Dennis's baby. But yeah, we got Pink Passion's coming out, I think Friday. We're releasing it Friday.
And
so you're about to try it.
And what is it? Is it?
It's a fruited. It's a pink fruited hazy.
Okay.
So it's passion fruit.
Why don't we just name it Tom Kiely?
What's that supposed to mean?
You're kind of a pink fruited hazy.
Get the fuck out of here. Let's call something the Rude Man, and it'll be based after you. Doesn't treat people well. The Dennis O'Connor. No, yeah, you should try and Beyond. Actually, the essentials are going to change a little bit moving forward.
I'll try it. I'm in.
We'll go in hop water going forward.
Bobby. I see Bobby's on there.
Yeah, Bobby said hi. And then what's up, Tim? Okay, so, Supreme Court Savant. Remember?
What? I thought it was Idiot Savant.
No, Supreme Court Savant.
No, it's just a lot of typos today.
Did you see? Did another justice? Are you an abortion guy? Quick, where do you stand on abortion?
Oh, I'm pro-choice.
You are?
100%.
Okay, I'm not surprised.
This guy.
I could have gone either way with you.
You're mental.
I really want to put you in this box.
How judgy and incorrect.
What do you mean how judgy?
Your box is insane.
But I asked.
Okay.
And now now I'm forced to put that into my algorithm. I don't want to.
Okay.
I would rather you be different than me in every opinion, so we can always fight.
I love fighting with you, but
Yeah.
go ahead. So what's up? Yeah, another good Supreme Court ruling.
Well, I mean, depending on you would find it a good one. But another Justice Roberts sided with the liberal justices. There was a rule in, I believe it was Louisiana.
We call him J-Rob.
So J-Rob. And they sided with there was down in Louisiana. You have to what is it? In order to provide abortions, you have to have like direct access to like hospitals or admittance. So basically it's a system set up so that it's really difficult for people that provide abortions to legally be able to do it. Mm-hmm. It makes it like really hard to run a clinic, and they just ruled it unconstitutional.
Cool.
So you got some allies in Louisiana.
Huh?
Your friends in Louisiana are very happy right now, and across the nation.
My friends, you're not pro-choice?
I am.
Oh, okay.
Our friends.
I couldn't tell what that hat.
But they are friends too.
He's got a MAGA hat on.
I'm actually not a. I'm not a red guy. I don't really like the color red.
Except you're wearing all of it.
Well, now because I had to get this hat for when we did the front door project.
Oh.
And then Dennis, when you gain weight, you only have so many shirts that fit.
I thought you were supposed to wear black.
For what?
When you gain weight, makes you look thinner.
Yeah, but I only got so many 2XL shirts.
Oh.
So this one. I got to go with the red hat. I want to look sharp, dude. It's fashion.
Sharp.
There's this kid
sharp.
Hold on, real quick. There's this kid in 9th grade. His name was Matt Vincent. We were friends growing up, and then kind of separated a little bit. No reason, just you get new friends with him. And I remember
was it a difficult breakup?
No. It's just it wasn't even a breakup. It was just a slow withering away.
So it's just casual relationship you guys had together.
Yes.
You and Tim.
His name is Matt.
Matt.
And
what happened to Tim? That was your original first love, right?
Get the fuck out of here. So hold on. So Matt used to wear these shirts. What he would do is he'd wear layers, and he would have like a blue shirt and expose like an inch of the blue. Then a white shirt, it would expose an inch of the white. Then like a yellow shirt, expose an inch of the yellow. Then he would have a shirt that had all three of those colors in like a pattern. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I dress like an idiot. I'm like, do you like coordinate all those colors intentionally? And he goes, yeah, Tom, it's called fashion. I was like, okay. Well, you can tell by the way I dress, I don't coordinate my fashion.
Yeah.
But, Dennis, those are the things that I thought were important to talk about today. Is there anything you'd like to talk about?
Those are all good ones. No, I mean, I think the bar situation, I just read about that yesterday. Oh, you know what the other one, though? Chop or Chaz or Chad or Keith, whatever the hell you call that, autonomous zone. Looks like a couple people got shot, busted caps in their asses. What do you think about that thing? The Chaz
One more time?
The Chaz Chop, Keith,
Is that
Charles,
Seattle or whatever?
Yeah, well, yeah. The autonomous zone that people are doing drive-by shootings in.
I mean, I'm not all that. Are you just telling me that's what happened? I don't know a whole lot about it.
Oh, yeah, I guess yesterday or this morning or something, somebody drove through and I think 2 people died. Mm-hmm. So, and it's one of those things where the medics and the cops can't go in or won't go in, and there's random citizens walking around with AR-15s. Pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, I am opposed to not having police.
Yeah.
My idea of defund the police isn't get rid of police, it's reform police, which I support. But like completely abolishing police, which some people are advocating, I think is ridiculous.
Pendulum's definitely swung too far in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it's a very small number of people, and it's like fun to shine the light on them and suggest that that's what like half the population thinks.
Hey,
I'm not doing this
Is
again.
that my Speedo on your face?
No. No, Bobby's buddy. It is not. It's too big.
Yeah,
it's too big for your Speedo.
It definitely is.
All right. Dude, I gotta go figure out this draft issue. All right, we got a boogie.
I got a boogie.
All right. Tim, Bobby, Kenny, love you guys.